We live in a galaxy that has more planets than stars. This is not a surprising statement until you realize that there are an estimated 300 billion stars in our home galaxy. The Milky Way. That's 300 billion stars, which is an awful lot of zeros. Just one of those stars, our own sun, has more than 100 planets, moons, and large asteroids in its system. Each member of this collection has unique characteristics, and many of them are potential homes for life. If this situation is typical of other stars, then there must be 30 trillion such objects in the galaxy, the sort of number encountered only in astronomy and in computing the national debt. Of those possible 30 trillion objects, we have identified fewer than 4,000 so far, a tiny fraction of what's out there. Yet, as our book, Exoplanets, Smithsonian Books 2017, documents, this tiny fraction includes worlds whose diversity beggars the imagination. There are worlds that orbit inside the atmosphere of their star, worlds covered with water, worlds wandering in cold space without a star to shine in their sky. We can only stand in awed anticipation of what we will discover out there as time goes on and our instruments get better and more precise. But the numbers tell us something else. Conjure up in your mind, if you will, a weird world, perhaps a world totally unlike any we've found so far. Maybe your imaginary world has a high concentration of an unusual element, such as ytterbium. Maybe it's the moon of a rogue planet, drifting forever in the dark of space. Or maybe it's like Earth, with life teeming on its land and its surface oceans. Suppose further that your imagined world is really unlikely. Maybe its density is less than that of water, or it's made of solid iron. Suppose the odds against your planet even forming are 1,000,000 to 1. For reference, that's about the same as the chance that you'll get hit by lightning this year. Even with those high odds against your world's existence, you can expect to find roughly 10 million just like it in our galaxy alone. Boost the odds against your world to 1,000,000,000 to 1, and the number of planets like your unusual one drops to only 10,000. No matter how strange your imagined world is, as long as it satisfies the laws of physics and chemistry, something like it probably does exist out there, given the huge number of planets in the galaxy. In fact, we can turn the preceding sentence into a guiding principle for our discussion. If you can imagine a world that is consistent with the laws of physics, then there's a good chance that it exists somewhere in our galaxy. If the numbers aren't impressive enough, just remember that there are billions of galaxies like ours in the universe, each of which presumably has the same complement of planets. What